Ever experience a feeling of deja vu? I sure am, people! Hello again, and welcome to yet another Quake level. This time around, we're checking out Tele-X. Tele-X, whatever you want to say exactly for it. But it's, if you remember back a few levels, actually, we were checking out, Tele-X. Tele-X Quake, to be exact, it's called. And yeah, that was basically the level. Well, there's another one. It's exact same freaking name. And yeah, basically, this is almost exactly the same freaking level as the one we saw before called Tele-X Quake. Yeah, Aftershock decided to clump together two levels that are very, very identical. So yeah, we're gonna check this one out, but don't really expect any miracles. You guys kinda already know this one, I know this one, everyone knows this one. It's Tele-X 2. Basically, last time before we tried Tele-X B, now we try out Tele-X 2. That's basically the difference of file name. But yeah, it's very, very similar levels. Like, if you can't notice the big difference between the two versions, it's basically the textures. If you notice, these are now gray. Instead of like a brown earthly texture, you have gray. So if you like go back and we quickly like go over here, I really hate this loader. I wish I could just like type in a level, but because it's kind of like load it out and then it's like playing it in the regular Quake game, it's weird. It'll take the level, temporarily play it in Quake, but not play any of the other levels. So you kind of have to like only play that one level. I kind of preferred how you know, just have it doing like a GL Quake where you move all the levels over and then do it that way. It's a lot simpler than this complex thing. But yeah. You look this one, exact same frickin' thing, but you have brown on the walls instead of gray. And that is pretty much the only difference, people, between the two versions. Like, we have like a tannish rock there. You have like tannish rock everywhere. These are kind of like steel beams. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the other one and show you the difference. Because, yeah, this is a big difference, everybody. This is a different level. I mean, it's different enough that we have to do an entirely different level on Quakewikia, because it has a different file name, and as I didn't talk about that. Yeah, let's actually talk about that while I'm here. But yeah, you can also see the rock texture is different. It's actually a brown rock texture instead of like the clean-cut rock texture. But anyway, while I'm here, I should probably talk to you about, let's see if it's like quieter out here. Here's some rockets. Nail guns and rocket launchers at each corner. It's pretty much exactly the same. Nail guns here. Yep. Basically different ammo on the corners. And so we're just moving through. We're collecting everything on all four of the corners. Nothing really special. Central area. You know, it's pretty much how you remember it. Also, we have those teleporters down there. I don't remember seeing that in the other version. This one has quite visible teleporters that blink lights. If you go back to the other one, I don't think we have that. And while we're loading up the other one, I should tell you guys how exactly my mindset works for these. Because you might ask yourself, hey, if there's a Tele-X 2 and a Tele-X B, why don't you just put it as the same level? On like the Wikia. And the reason for that, simply put, is because of the file name. Basically, I base everything off file names when it comes to if the level deserves its own page or not. And because these have their own individual file name, they're basically treated as having their own identity. So basically that's how it works. If it has a different name, it has its own identity. If it's the same name, and it's the same relatively similar level, chances are it's going to be the same thing, and I'm going to basically like keep it on the same page or something like that. So like if we played these levels and they were found online, they probably gonna have the same exact names they have here. And so therefore I would basically clump them together, with like a tab separating the two or something like that. We haven't really run into that point, but that's basically the mindset for that. Exactly how this kind of works versus here, where you have a Tele-X 2 and a Tele-X B, and they're two separate entities on this list. Now, do note there was like one Q2 level that was pretty much exactly the identical thing twice. That's a bit different because that's literally the exact same freaking thing. That's the same file, pull out the same name of the map and everything. The only difference being the file name. And so that kind of was like a weird exception to the rule, but they were basically duplicates beyond the file name. It was basically just a copied file. These are two different levels because they have their own identity. I know it sounds like very weird rules, and it's pretty much working as I'm going, but that's basically how it kind of works. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys this because I want to show you this level again, to show you that it's static down there. Not blinky lights, no, just static. Just rivets for this, and on the sides here you have rockets, on these sides you have that, and that's basically how this works. Okay, let's get back, because now you guys have seen everything. Now we can actually just show you off the level and get out of here, because Tele-X 2 is pretty much exactly Tele-X B, except different textures. That's really what it is. Like, yeah, we're really kind of shooting for a wheelbarrow right now. There's really not much to do here, like, that we haven't already checked out in a previous video. So, yeah, I'm basically just showing off for completion's sake. It's another file name, it's another level. Yeah, like I said, because they're different in texturing, I have to kind of like keep it separate. I know it sounds weird, but they're treated as two different levels in Aftershock, so therefore, you have to keep them separate. Like I said, Q2 is kind of a weird exception because of how it kind of was. Plus, the second one wasn't actually even a file. It was actually like just a file without a name. And you had to like modify the file to actually get the map. I think it's like solo. And you have to like move that over. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just collecting all the different rockets and super nail guns. On all three of these sides, the ones that are raised with more super nail guns and rocket launchers. Pretty much exactly the same as kind of before. There we are. As you see, there's all three of these sides. They're basically exactly the same. And also, I should mention that Tele-X 2 has no readme file. Yeah, only Tele-X B, the last one we played, did. So, we're not even getting, like, any information why this one was made, or anything. I'm not even sure if, like, Dalius is responsible for making this one. So, yeah, basically all the information belongs to the other one. This one really doesn't have anything. Okay, and of course, teleporters are here. They all work the same as I showcased in the last video, whereby if you were to drop it, say, I think if I, like, stain this wall here, I could, like, kind of, like, that's right, what am I thinking? Like, I'm thinking, like, I can cause permanent damage to a wall. What is this, Duke Nukem 3D? I'm trying to think exactly how I, like, mark anything now. But you guys get the picture. If I drop here, I'm going to be facing that way. Well, actually, there are three sides with walls. One side that is sunken in, because that's the side with the double-barreled shotgun. So we can use that as a reference. So if you see that, this one would turn you that way, and this is going to be the one that would lead you facing that way. So if I drop in here, bam. As you see, totally works fine. This one's going to lead you that way, so you're facing that way. If you turn around 180 degrees, you're facing that way. Bam. Yeah, so it's all the same exact thing as you saw before. Really nothing freaking special about it. You can drop down here, have the 4 teleporters. They work exactly the same as the ones above. And you have here with the double-barreled shotgun and some shells. Brilliant! I love shells! Like, what's the point of all this? Nothing, but that's kind of what we were going for here. There's really not much of a point to all this. Okay, so you teleport up here. I just chose a random side it went. So you want to, like, say, I want to go... Here is there, so that's going to face that wall, so that's to the left of this. And therefore, this is going to face to the left of this, which is here. Bam! As you see, it's a bit logistical, all that, but that's how it works. So if I run around, we're saying here, we're going to be facing that way, and that way is going to face to the blank wall. So if you come in here, you come to a blank wall. That's basically how it works. It's always to the right of where you're kind of facing, towards that wall from the center. Sounds confusing, requires a bit of weird thought, but that's how it works. Anyway, I don't really have much more to say. There's really not much more to do. I mean, I've already kind of done this level one time. What more do you want? Let's see if we can rocket ship to the top. That was a fail on my part. One more time, we can do it! Ah, you're good for nothing! We can still do it! Okay, it seems like there's an invisible wall up there. Yep, there is. So that's why I was able to bounce up there. You killed me, you bloody thing! I love it! I just killed myself by shooting at the sky! Anyway, thank you all for watching, people! I know it's been very, very pointless, but that's kind of what you get when you get exactly the same level as we did before. I wasn't kidding. This is literally the exact same thing with a different texture. But it's treated as a different file, and so therefore it must be covered separately. Gotta love it. Tele-X Quake. Why we have two of these, I don't know, but hopefully someone somewhere enjoyed this and now likes the different variant on Tele-X Quake. See you all next time.